cut off one head, and two more shall take its place. Hail, Hydra. What is going on, you savages? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy, codename Agent Danger, god damn it. And this is a dangerous sneak peek right here, man. So we gotta talk about it. So basically, we now have official confirmation that the next update is going to be a Hydra update. This is freaking awesome, man. I had a feeling after looking at the images that we spoke about a couple hours ago that there was no way someone had the time, right, to put so much effort into creating such amazing looking artwork just to troll us. Like, it absolutely had to be from the Future Fight team. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, the next update is going to be, for the most part, from what I can see so far, right, a completely villain based update. That is freaking amazing. Seriously. Especially considering the fact that many of us have been saying that Marvel Future Fight has been feeling kind of dry as of late. Well, prepare your palates, my friends, because you are about to be hydrated. Well, goddamn. So we gotta talk about it. Check it out, man. The message here over on Twitter goes, cut off a limb. I'm not sure why they replaced head with limb, but okay, same deal, I suppose. Cut off a limb, and two more shall take its place. Those that resist the crushing will of Hydra must answer to these villains in Marvel Future Fight V580 update. And we see three figures right here. First and foremost, we have somebody with, come on, skull and crossbones on their chest. Goes without saying, that is Crossbones. Then we have someone with a sword wearing a helmet looking thing. It's Baron Zemo. And in the back, we have a lady. You know what I'm saying? Madam Hydra, aka Viper. Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't been this excited for an update in a little while. And the thing is, the reason why I'm excited is not even because of the new characters per se. It's just because so far we basically have confirmation that two trash level characters in Marvel Future Fight, in Crossbones and Red Skull, are finally getting touched after all this time. Which, if they're getting touched in 2020, it means that hopefully they're being elevated to 2020 standards, which means they should ideally be really good for PvE content at the very least. I'm excited. How about you? Comment down below, guys. Let me know how you are feeling about this update so far. There's more to discuss because we have another post from CM Fragment, but I just wanted to start it off over here on Twitter. It's been a little while. Let's pop in. So the message from CM Fragment goes, greetings agents, this is CM Fragment of the Marvel Future Fight team. Reports have shown a recent increase in Hydra activity. The rumors of Captain America dealing with Hydra cannot be confirmed. So it looks like we have a major crisis in our hands. I'm sure it meant like on our hands, but whatever. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Anyways, we must discuss how we'll take action against them. I'll be providing details about key Hydra members, so be prepared. An important individual in the Hydra organization. I'm kind of confused as to why they said "and," because there's multiple important figures in this thing. Like, sure, we could say, you know, Crossbones, he's a worker, he's not a boss. But Baron Zemo, that's a boss. Madam Hydra, that's a boss. So, yeah, why they said and not multiple important individuals? Interesting, right? And now we have a little bit more down here. It says 3 characters are on their way. Let's be cautious. More news will be posted soon. I'm very, very excited to see how this turns out. And right away, by process of elimination, assuming none of the characters we've seen so far are getting tier 3, that means more than likely Taskmaster, Dr. Octopus may actually end up as the tier 3. One of those two. How are you guys feeling about this? You guys already know my standpoint, right? If you've seen the first couple videos, you know I really want Red Skull to be elevated to power in Marvel Future Fight. Just saying, right? This guy has been at the bottom of the game since launch, and it would make me feel so happy to see a character like him come back and be a force to be reckoned with in 2020. It would give me hope that one day a character, you know what I'm saying, that I love dearly, Ultron, could also get the same treatment. I personally do not like day 1 tier 3 characters. So as much as I love Taskmaster, and as much as I know there's a massive fan base for him, I would personally prefer if a character that was already in the game got tier 3. Especially one that was as bad as this guy. Because we all know that Taskmaster coming in, he's gonna be good. He's not going to be trash. He's going to be good. But Red Skull getting a uniform, that is not like guaranteed to make him a staple. Someone that we talk about after, right, this update. If Taskmaster comes in and he doesn't get tier 3 now, he's probably going to get a uniform for the movie, which will elevate him even further. When's the next time Red Skull is going to get touched? We never know. It could be another 5 years, right? So I want him to be like super OP. And if not Red Skull, I want it to be another character that's in the game that's pretty bad. Not as bad as Red Skull, but pretty bad nonetheless. For me, I would personally love it if one of these two guys got the tier 3. Whether it's Red Skull or Dr. Octopus. Red Skull because if they keep him as a speed villain, he would then take over from Korath and Electro and give the free-to-play community who actually want to compete in ABX, I don't know why you would want to, right, a fighting chance with a free-to-play character, assuming they get into tier 3, assuming he is worth tier 3. That's just personally what I want to see, and I think the best place for Red Skull in this game right now is as a speed villain. That's where he's going to be the most impactful, because if he gets a uniform and that reverts him to being a blast character, then he immediately has to compete with the likes of Jean Grey, Doctor Strange, Sharon Rogers, Iron Man, Cyclops, right? 5 different really powerful blast tier 3s. I find it very unlikely that Red Skull getting a uniform and tier 3 will make him as good as, I would say, Sharon Rogers, right? And Sharon Rogers is definitely, in my opinion, a little bit behind Jean Grey and Doctor Strange. Just a little bit, right? In terms of raw damage, she's the highest raw damage character in the game. No contest, okay? Nobody's touching her in that regard. But Doctor Strange has the PvP usefulness. Jean Grey has it as well. So I put them a little bit higher than her. And I put her a little bit higher than Iron Man and Cyclops for obvious reasons. So for him to be reverted back to Blast, right? Some of you guys may even completely forget that he was a Blast character, right? He is natively a Blast character, so you're going to need to give him Blast books. One cool thing about Red Skull, though, is if you look at his type enhancement, you can actually use 2 different types of type enhancement kits on this guy. So if he actually gets like tier 3, or the uniform makes him really good for PvP, and they actually change into speed, you could actually double dip. Like you could use some of your type enhancement kits for Blast, get him to like level 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. If you run out, you could just switch him into his uniform and then immediately start using another type. He'll probably be one of the easiest characters to get to type 6 if he actually ends up being a viable threat for PvP. So that's something you guys should think about, okay? Red Skull has potential. He really has potential if done right. And I'm looking forward to that. But if not him, I would personally love it if they give it to this guy, Doc Ock. You know what I'm saying? The uniform looks badass in the comics, so I'm like waiting to see Marvel Future Fight version of it, because aesthetics, like, they basically never disappoint. So I really want to see it, but I really want to see some substance behind it. However, if this guy gets tier 3, it's a very stiff competition, just like with Red Skull. He has to then somehow like make it past, I would say, at least Crescent to be somebody you consider early on as a tier 3. No doubt in my mind that if he gets tier 3 in 2020 with a uniform, he's probably going to pass Wolverine, and Black Panther, no doubt. I really don't want another combat tier 3 right now because I want a tier 3 Black Panther this month. But if it happens, it happens. As long as he's better than Crescent, which I don't know if they're going to want to do that because Crescent is their, you know what I'm saying, baby, right? But it will be interesting nonetheless if he gets tier 3. I like it when characters with long-standing history in the comics or just been in the game for a very long time, especially in a bad place, right? I like when they get elevated to power over characters that are just coming in. The hype is already there for them. People are going to build them regardless. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just me. We are definitely not going to be get. Okay, you know what? Let me just say it. Imagine if we got tier 3 for this guy. Just imagine. I'm excited for his uniform just because he has a decent setup. You take a look, for example, at his tier 2 passive. This is one of the better tier 2 passives in the game. I'm just saying, right? Critical damage by 30% at tier 2, guaranteed crit, and guaranteed dodge. This is one of the better, and this is an old, very, very old tier 2 passive. And it's better than some of the ones we see now. So I always knew this guy was going to have potential. And I'm looking forward to seeing just how much better he gets once he gets this uniform, because he could actually be a force to be reckoned with if they actually gave him, I would say, like damage immunity and a heal. They don't even have to do too much for him because I can already make him work by spacing out his iframe and taking advantage of his stuns. I can do stuff with him. I can solo stages in Shadowland. But for War Boss, he just doesn't cut it. So if they give him a little bit more survivability, Crossbone, he'll definitely be alright. And he will be a character that I recommend to new players because he's combat and he's a villain. And combat characters generally have higher stats, like more specifically, higher HP compared to like speed characters or even blast characters. So if his damage goes up exponentially with his uniform, then we in the game, boys. So I'm looking forward to the 3 new uniforms for these characters. And I hope the Future Fight team continues this trend in 2020. I want to see all the characters in the game that don't currently have a uniform, that never got a moment to shine. I want to see them get elevated alongside the characters that we're getting in 2020. Now, another thing we got to touch on before I let y'all go, right? I seen it in the comments. I got messages about it. Who do I think is going to be the premium character in this update? Because with every update, we get a premium character. It's the staple now. For me, it's one of 2 characters, to be honest with you. I don't see them doing it for Baron Zemo, but I guess I wouldn't be too surprised if they did. But more than anything else, I think it's going to be Taskmaster. One, because he's super popular. He has a big fan base and people will buy him regardless. If they wanted to make the most money possible, that's what they would do. Now, I know right away some of you guys who are super fan, you're going to be saying, oh my goodness, why are you giving them ideas? Let me say this. This update, everything in it, for the most part, how characters are going to be acquired and all that stuff, this was already is already finalized. It's set in stone, probably was set in stone back in December, right? Just keep that in mind. So me saying that a character is going to probably be a paywall isn't me telling them what they should do, because they're not going to make last minute changes like that, okay? It's either going to be Taskmaster or Madam Hydra. 2 very popular characters. However, if I was to go with my gut, I'm saying it's 100% Taskmaster, because that's what people will spend. People spend the money, man. I'm just saying. Either way, though, I could be wrong. Look at Deadpool. Deadpool is probably one of the most highly anticipated characters we've ever gotten in this game, and he came in 100% free to play. Dr. Doom, another character that's free to play friendly, and he was highly requested. So I could be wrong, and they could put like Zemo as a bias selected character. And if they did that, I know some of you Zemo fans will be upset, but I think overall there will be like saying more people happy about that decision than the Taskmaster decision. But either way, it's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before you go, if you haven't already joined the Discord, join the Discord. Link is in the description, and it is being tagged in the comment section of this video. Why should you join? Well, you can come say what up to the Scrub Nation, but right after this video gets posted, every couple hours until I get rid of all the coupons I have, I will be giving away 300 crystals on Discord. I'll do it 2 different ways. I'll probably send 5 of them as a push notification to your phone. So if you have notification turned on for the Discord server, you will get notified, and basically all you have to do is be the first one to hop into the game and then enter it in the settings page. Okay, basically it. The other 5, I'm probably going to just pop into the MFF general chat, and I'm just going to drop it in there while people are conversing, just to create chaos. Because those of you guys who have been following me for a while, you know I like to catch y'all off guard, catch y'all slipping. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. I got 10 coupons valued at 300 a piece. Completely forgot about them. I've been very busy, and that's why the uploads have been all over the place. So stay tuned for that. I'm gone. Peace.